Student, first log into your LMS account, click on the course Economics of Gender, then you can able to identify pre-course test on your LMS Economics of Gender course next to the course introductory video. Everyone found that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, exactly. By 9:45, it will open. If you click that, is it opening?
No, sir.
Exactly 9:45, it will open. We have another 5 minutes more, and 10 minutes it will be kept open, and by 9:55, automatically it will freeze. If you are completed before 10 minutes, you can give submit. If you don't complete after 10 minutes, automatically whatever you have done, it will be automatically recorded. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
There will be 10 multiple choice questions will be asked, and you have to answer only by clicking. It is our regular entry level test. We usually have it on the beginning of the any course and the every semester. So apart from Yeringer, Sonali, Solo, am I right?
Same here, sir.
Sangha, you are also could not able to access LMS, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, for you 4 people, I will conduct separately. No issues. By 9:43, everyone has to enable your video till the end of that entry level course test. Now also you can enable. And for this 5 minutes, we'll discuss what is our course. This semester, your second semester, I'm going to handle economics of gender course for your MA economics program. Anybody is having any idea about what is the economics of gender? Sonali? Gopichand? Gopichand, am I audible? Gopichand? When I'm asking, if they are not responding, it will be considered as absent.
That economic gender provide means provide women's employment and all things for all facilities for women.
Yes. Rajat Kumar, you
Yes, sir.
please mark Jakula Gopichand absent.
Okay, sir.
And inform him first he will not get attendance. Second, Sonali,
Yes, sir.
you can able to unmute your video.
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Yeah, I was talking about our course economics of gender. What is your understanding of the this course? Any idea?
So
In
it's based
general, we can talk because it's full of descriptive paper. we should have more of interactions. Yes, please.
So it's based on the like it how can I say
Something like
I don't know. I'm confused how to like say
oh,
the
okay, no problem. What is economics?
so
That
the
you must know.
the supply and demand in the economy for goods.
Okay, only that. Income, you won't talk about income.
Yes, sir. Income, employment.
We will discuss about income, we'll discuss about employment, we'll also discuss about the distribution of income in an equitable manner to all the people sections of the society. So in that we have both men and women who are employed in various economic activities, so that we can also have a study on the gender equality, gender discrimination, wage discrimination and wage disequilibrium among men and women, and the powers which were shared through political factors, then certain the sectoral dimensions of one minute. 1 minute. You have one announcement. 6 students have to pay the uniform money. Your message came from office. Just I want to tell you. Okay. Everyone has got students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this is all about the economics of gender, the status of employment, status of the education, social condition. It's all well included. Okay. Now time is 9:44. Is it that courses entry level test is opened in our LMS? Kindly refresh it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can start. Enable your video and you can start. You can start answering the pre-course test. Pui, your video is not on.
Sorry, it's on my phone.
Kumar, Christian, Savi, Jyoti, and Sonali. Savi, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Unmute your video. Pui.
Sir, I already unmuted.
Sonali is appearing, going, appearing, going.
So it's raining actually here, so
No.
the camera is very the internet is very
Okay. Melissa Kurian. Melissa. You're,
Yes, sir.
yes, it's going fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vanlal,
Yes, sir.
Vanlal,
Yes, sir.
completed.
Yes, sir. I've done.
Okay, nice. 5 more minutes.
Done, sir.
Savi done. Abraham to be completed. Vanlal done. Rachel done.
Done, sir.
Who has done? Jacob done. Melissa, Jyoti, Kumar, Christian, Revati, Hui,
Done, sir.
I'm done, sir.
Jacob, Kumar done. Hui done. Three more minutes. Sonali,
Yes, sir.
once your login is opened, just
Yeah.
please tell me
Okay, sir.
so that I will open it. One second.
Yes, sir. Good.
Done, sir.
We'll wait for Melissa. Melissa has to.
Sir, 2 minutes. My laptop got hanged. That's it.
Yeah, till 2 minutes you have time. 2 minutes 35 seconds.
Sir, I'm done.
Yes, yes. One minute 50 seconds.
Sir, I'm done, sir.
Okay, good. Melissa, it is not showing, Melissa. It's showing in progress.
Sir, I've done submit, finish, attempted. I'll check once again, sir.
Mm. Thirty seconds more. Otherwise, automatically it will take whatever you attended.
Sir, no?
Just a moment, I'll check. Asya. Still, it is not showing, but anyway, I'll check. One minute, I'll check.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Time is over. I think it automatically captured. Yes, it's captured.
Done, sir.
Yes, everyone it is captured.
Okay, sir.
Asya, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, now only you joined.
Yes, sir. I have a network issue, so I was not able to join.
Because we just conducted the pre-course test. Anyway, we have one more chance. While Sonali is going to attend, that time you can also join.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But your name is also not seen here. Okay, anyway, we'll check.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, students, for your cooperation in attending the pre-level test. It is used to understand your basic idea about the new course. Thank you for attending that one. Now we'll move on to our course, Economics of Gender. In this course, we are going to discuss about the various issues of gender and various issues of the women especially, and the gender discrimination. The major objective of this course is to the students has to familiarize with the issues related to gender discrimination. Either it may be any kind of discrimination, educational discrimination, social discrimination, income distribution discrimination, wage discrimination. In any part of discrimination, we are going to analyze in various dimensions. And secondly, this course is having the objective to understand the gender problem and challenges from economics point of view, because the gender studies are it's a sociological concept. Normally the sociological perspectives it can be analyzed, but as a student of economics we are going to analyze this gender issues in terms of economics point of view. For example, what is the differences of wages between men and women. Suppose if the same kind of job is carried out by men employee and women employee, if the women employee is getting lesser wages, then they are not empowered. Economically, they are not empowered, so that the problem of discrimination in wages happens. So economic discrimination is happening due to the differentiation in wages. And if you see the work participation rate, if the work participation rate is comparatively lesser for women, then there is a discrimination of participation of work or participation of economic activity. Like that, all the sociological issues can be measured or viewed in terms of economics point of view. After the completion of this course, the students can able to analyze the role and significance of women in patriarchal and matriarchal societies and the economics of gender disparity in less developed countries, especially in India. We're going to, because in the first chapter itself, we are going to discuss about what is patriarchal society and matriarchal society. And the second outcome of this course is to evaluate, the students can be able to evaluate the demography of female population, whether the female population is greater or male population is greater, or it should be equal. All this we can able to evaluate, and their access to nutrition. The women nutrition level is important, women health condition is important, women education and community resources are very, very significant. But whether they are getting an equivalent nutrition at par with the men, health facilities at par with men, the educational attainment at par with men, and the community resources at par with men, that is also we are going to evaluate. And thirdly, after the completion of this course, the students can able to determine the factors affecting the decision making of women and access to resource or access to properties, property rights, and workforce participation of women in the developing countries like India. And fourthly, we can able to analyze the problems of gender equality in terms of valuation of productive and unproductive work. We have in India, we have both the productive and unproductive work. We have visible and invisible work. We have paid and unpaid work. So based on this differentiation of work, how the society is viewing gender as a different in providing their the work kind of work, or providing the amount of wages, or providing the amount of harassments may also happen. Why this discrimination is happening? We can able to analyze this, what is the root cause of this problem, and we can also provide valuable suggestions for the upliftment and empowerment of the women in India. And fifthly, we can also critically evaluate the gender policy, not only the policies of the local and policies at the national and international level, and what are the factors which affecting the women labor force participation, so that we can be able to analyze the overall problems of women in the society. After studying this economics of gender, there are many opportunities are available to take over the research on women's studies, especially gender studies, with respect to women empowerment, women education, women health, women nutrition, then the social problems of women in rural areas and urban areas. So these are all the various research areas we can be able to take it forward for further in case the students is planning to go for the research field as a researcher, or if the students wants to go for PhD for teaching profession. So for those aims, this paper is more valuable, and you can capture many information related to that particular stream. This is all the course objective and course outcome. Now we'll see the picture of as the syllabus, how it has been covered. This paper or this course is having 4-credit paper. Everyone is following with me, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
it is
sir.
a 4-credit paper. 100 marks is the total. 70 marks as usual are in semester examination. 30 marks is for the CAE components. That CAE components 30 marks, which consist of our assignment to be submitted on time, and secondly the seminar you have to present on a particular topic which is assigned for you, and thirdly the activity based evaluation. You have to do one activity that will be provided through LMS, or any kind of activity we will provide, so that you have to complete that activity. That is the CAE components of your internal assessment marks. So, another important announcement is you have to consistently visit your LMS page, and every unit you will be assigned to complete certain important tasks and assignments. You have to complete it without fail, because that is all will be calculated for your activity based evaluation. If your activity is good in the LMS, then automatically you will get better scoring in the activity based evaluation. An assignment also will be posted on every unit as completed. So then unit test will also be conducted. Quiz questions will be asked for every chapters, every topics. So that is also you have to complete. So the major thing is you have to consistently visit your LMS page and take all the resources which is provided by the college. So we'll discuss what are the with respect to the syllabus, which consists of 5 units. First unit, which talks about the introduction of the economics of gender, which includes what is gender economics in patriarchal and matriarchal societies in structures, and what is the economic and socio-economic issues of gender in India. Then second unit, which talks about the demography and female population, which consists of the age structure, population, mortality rate, sex ratio, then accessibility of the women in nutrition, health, education, then the work participation rate. And third unit, which consists of the status of the women. What is the condition of women in developing countries, especially in India? Because we are going to compare the international level and Indian level, but we need to focus more on the status of women in India. And in this third unit, what are the factors which determines the decision making of the women in participation in economic activity, participation in political activity, participation in social activity, then their property rights, then their rights on assets, then powers on decision making at household level, whether the men is taking the major portion in decision making of the household, or women is taking place, and if the women is not equally taking place, what is the reason behind it, and how we can suggest for the betterment of earnings of women, then opportunities given for their self-employment, whether the government is having any schemes. That is all we are going to discuss in the third unit. And fourth unit is talks about the gender inequality. What under the gender inequality is happening in the society, such as the women engaged in work for various informal sector jobs, unpaid jobs, family workings as a family worker, and they all engaged in private sectors, and participation in industrial sector, and discrimination is happening, harassment is happening across the places of work. So that is also to be included in the unit 4. And unit 5 talks about the gender studies and gender policies. What are the existing policies are available to uplift the women in the agricultural sector, rural sector, cottage industries, small scale industries. Then what is the status of women in the organized sector, unorganized sector, and what are the government policies are available to protect the women laborers, especially in the developing countries like India. This is what our structure of our syllabus that we are going to discuss elaborately one by one. So today we'll start with our first unit. I'll share you the PPT. 1 minute. Is the PPT is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes.
yes. So the first unit will start with the meaning and definition of gender economics. So the gender economics definition is put forward by the World Health Organization, which defines gender as is a socially constructed characteristics of women and men. There are certain social characteristics which constructed for men and women, such as norms, roles, responsibilities, relations of and between the groups of women and men. It varies from society to society and can be changed. So according to the World Health Organization, gender, they are saying it is refers to the socially constructed characteristics such as norms, roles, and relationship. So what are the norms men has and women has? What are the roles in the society men has and women has? And the what is the responsibility and rights men has, women has? So when we talked about these issues, it is called as gender economics. And the popular concepts that are related into the field of women's studies, which includes feminist theory, which talks about the significance of women in the society, significance of women in the family, significance of the women in taking care of the children, significant contribution of the women in various sectors like industry, agriculture. If you see the feminist theory, the agriculture sector, which contributes more of employment opportunities women by women than men, because one man is involved for agriculture, then if you see 5 women has to contribute to produce the agriculture commodities. And even the discrimination is happening. If you check Google, everyone is on system, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you find Google, you just put farmer and enter, what picture it comes? Everyone
Sorry, sir.
can, you type in Google farmer, farmers.
Yes, sir.
How many women pictures are coming? How many men pictures are coming? I think 2 or 3 women pictures, rest all men pictures, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Why it is so? It is also after certain efforts is made so that the women farmers photos has been uploaded in the Google, and the Google search also tries to capture the women which is who are involved in the farming activities or agricultural activities. And because from the foundation itself there was a discrimination has been shown. Farmers means they are the agriculture, those who are engaged in agriculture, they are men. That is what meant in the society. But if, actually if you take the data, if one farmer for one piece of agricultural activity is happening, out of that if one male is working, at least 2 to 3 female are working in the same area. That means 200% plus of women is engaged in the agricultural activities than men. So that importance has not been given. That is called as a feminist theory. So the how we can give the importance to the feminism or the women. And there are some certain theories which talks about the standpoint, illustrations, intersectionality, then multiculturalism, transactional feminism, and social justice. These are all the various important concepts related to women's studies. So that is all we are going to touch upon. So first we will start with the feminist theory. What is the feminism? What is feminist theory? The feminist theory is the concept or the extension of feminism into the theoretical perspectives. The major goal of this feminism or feministic theory is to understand the gender inequality. So first we need to understand where and all that inequality persists. And after that, we need to identify what is the problem behind it. And one more example also here I can tell. If you see what is the educational attainment, literacy rate among the men and women. Now, one more assignment. I request all of you to open your Google. Check the literacy rate in India among men and women. Everyone is following with me, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So the answer is coming. While the overall literacy rate works out to be 64.8%, the male literacy rate is 75.3%, and that of females is 53.7%. You're getting the first answer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or can I share my screen? Or you got it the same?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then fine. It is about the information from Census of India. Very good. All of you are very good. Very good. Jakula Gopichand, but you will not get the attendance since you are not responded in the beginning of the class. Okay, fine. I can understand. Fine. So this is the problem of inequality. So now we have evidently seen which shows a 21.6% of the gap in the literacy rate. And what is mean by literacy rate? Can anyone tell me? What is literacy?
So the ability to read and write.
Yes. So the ability to read and write their own language. We are not talking about the other languages. Suppose if you are an Hindi person, Hindi belongs to a mother tongue in Hindi, then you have to read, write, and speak. So speaking is fine, that will be there, but read and write is there, then it will be called as literacy. So see, in reading and writing itself, the basic literacy itself, which is having 21% of the gap between the men and women. If you see that in the rural areas, the gap has become so high. And even if you compare the rural women and urban women, there also the gap is so high, the literacy rate in India, like that. And if you see the urban areas and the interior places like the remote villages, and if you see the mountain areas where the tribes are living, there also it is so high, the gap is so high. So these are all the problems which is identified in those areas. It is called as feminist theory or feminism theories. So the other theories or other ideas of the gender we'll discuss in the next class. I'll stop here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.